Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you guys for joining me here. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at insights and messages for the collective Leo, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. These being general messages, please take the ones that are resonating organically and don't force any onto your situation. You can also apply these messages to any aspect in your life. With that being said, let's get into it, Leos. So the first card you have, Leo, is the Snoop. And it further says darkness, distrust, curiosity. And there is a person in the image that's wearing a mask. So I feel that, snooping right off the bat means that you're looking for information. But there is more to it, right? With darkness here, you're in an area where things are not clear. There is unknown elements, right? You could be fearful about something. You feel that things are hidden away from you. And then you have the distrust over here, which is again, it adds more cautious energy. Like you want to be cautious to when you are with people or in certain situations. So then you have the curiosity here, and curiosity is like it's like a double-edged sword, especially with this card here, because even though curiosity is good, and it's a good thing to seek knowledge, to research up things, to ask around. But then it's paired here with distrust. It's paired here with darkness, which means that, this could lead to some kind of fear. You could just, this is some element of fear, and that's playing out here for you. And just be careful, like when you're trying to get information, make sure that, you do it in a healthy way. Similarly, it could be somebody around you that's doing this, and be mindful of people that overstep any kind of boundaries, right? Also, you need to be mindful of, why you're looking for information. So you're just fearful of something, or do you really need to put some pieces together because there is a genuine need to get all those facts, right? So now these elements, are actually these lead to trust issues over a period of time if if it continues in this way. So be mindful, because sometimes we just jump to conclusions, and that's not really healthy for relationships. So be careful. Be transparent in case you're looking for information as well. And also, if you're fearful about something, it's better to address that issue before you, get any further. So yeah, just be mindful of that, you're approaching situations with more awareness, with respect, and healthy boundaries for yourself as well as for the other people. Now, the next card you have is Jellyfish, and it further says, embrace adaptability and go with the flow, allowing life's currents to guide you effortlessly. So, I feel that with this jellyfish, yeah, they are creatures of the ocean, and yes, it's always good to be flexible, because then we're able to navigate any situation effortlessly or with grace, without allowing our emotions to get the better of us. But with jellyfish, there is also an element of stinging. So it could be that, maybe there is something that hurt you, Leo. Maybe it's, something in the past, maybe it's in the present, it's hard to tell, but it could be that, you got stung in a situation. And now, it's like establishing the right kind of boundaries, like knowing when to open yourself up and when to protect yourself, right? Now, with the jellyfish, it's more about, having that intuition, being very instinctive. So I do feel that you need to tap into your, your inner compass, your gut feelings, before you react in situations, because we all know, we've all studied science, that jellyfish does not have a nervous system, right? they're just, they're just act out of instincts. They open just based on their senses. So I feel that heightened senses is something that you need to tap into, or you could be feeling that in the next few days. Um, Now, jellyfish is also very transparent, right? So transparency is coming through really strongly for you, Leo. So be transparent in all of your dealings. You got the snook card again, darkness, curiosity, and things like that, which also speak to transparency. So stay away from any kind of, illusions. Now, this also means that you don't need to force anything. Just allow things to flow naturally, right? With the rhythm, allowing life's currents. Yeah, and just wait and watch how the life is going. Don't force anything to happen right now. So the only caveat with the jellyfish energy is don't be too passive, right? Don't take a very passive approach. And also be mindful of where you're going. Make sure you're doing things with full awareness and mindfully and with purpose. Because we have limited time, energy, and resources. So make sure that you're using those most efficiently. Also, this is, of course, stinger is coming through really strong with jellyfish. So this could be emotional sting. So be aware of any kind of hurt or emotional hurts from other people in any situation, right? So be flexible. It doesn't mean you have to close yourself off. Of course, go live your life, have those experiences, but trust the flow. Things are happening because they are meant to at this point in time. So don't be too rigid about how things should go. Also, you could be feeling more sensitive, so be careful. Like, don't allow your emotions to get the better of you, Leo. Now, the next card you have is number 22, and it's a Jack of Hearts. So it further says, the book presages the discovery of a mystery affecting the person for the better. So, and there's a book out here. So yeah, something about learning, getting knowledge. You will find something out, something which was mysterious, something that you're trying to discover. And whatever you will find out, it's going to be for the better, Eos. Because, here you also have the Jack of Hearts, and hearts is something to do with relationships and emotions, right? Also new experiences, whether it's in love, relationships, network. But I feel that, Jack energy is, again, young energy, right? Somebody who is just starting out, somebody who is learning, very young, open-hearted, very curious, but at the same time, very sincere, right? So I do feel that there is something that you were alone in regards to your relationships, right? And I feel that, and I feel that, you don't take it with a grain of salt. Whatever you learn, it's going to be for the better. But at the same time, the heart energy is also about being warm and, open, not closed off, and, just having good time with people, exploring exploring newer networks, friends, people. For some of you, this could be somebody or some information that comes into you regarding, somebody that you care about, somebody that you love, or it could be exploring feelings. Maybe somebody expressing their feelings. Jacks are also messengers. They communicate, they convey messages, but they're also very youth, young, innocent spirit, right? So this could be somebody who's younger at heart, could be you. But this is like learning more about relationships, about love. Now, this could also be that, you're talking to people more, maybe you're starting new relationships, or you're just, this is also very innocent energy. So you might be opening up to people, or this is some kind of a renewed innocence in your relationships, right? Where you're healing connections, you're talking it out, you're building the trust, you're trying to balance out your head and heart, and you're trying to be authentic, especially when it comes to relationships. Why? Because, see, for the most part, relationships are nothing but mirrors for ourselves, right? They help us grow, they help us mature emotionally in our lives. So I feel that, coming from a space of love and compassion, it's a spiritual journey for all of us. And when we get deeper into understanding how people operate in love, then we we develop bonds, we understand people better, and we approach these situations that are heartfelt, that are emotional with innocence, with sincerity. Right? So this could be that, I feel there's a lot of learning which is going on in the emotional space for you Leos. Now, next you have is the fire. And so righty, so right, there is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Dives over here on the picture. If you see, there is a heart, there is wings, there is a candle. You might be into candle work, you might be, but this is more about illumination, ascension also. I feel that, and further it says confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Absolutely. See, fire is, and that's you, you're the fire element, Leos. Fire is all about inspiration, creating something, right? Transmutation. But a fire can also destroy. Look at the colors in the picture, so red. So there is light, there is warmth, but, if it's not channeled correctly, it can also destroy. So I feel that this is more about staying, channeling the right, channeling your fire energy in the right way, right? To passion is good because it helps us to put in the energy into whatever we want to create. Also, it allows us to transform. That's what fire does. It transforms. It changes things for the better and forever. There's no turning back, right? So, there is this pop, this candle over there. That's like, a bright spark over there. So you might be feeling passionate in your relations, and there is some kind of a strong drive. I feel very optimistic energy, feeling very confident in your current situation. You're also feeling bold, and you're expressing yourself very boldly. So this is like a fire lit, right? You're in a fire. Now, for some of you, this could also be knowing where you want to go with this. It's like you have a vision. You know where you want to invest your time, energy, and you have the courage to gather resources, to put in the work, to talk to people, to make things happen. Right? This could also be being very assertive, being very confident in your actions, and you have I feel that you have the energy and you have the means to, go after what you want. So I do feel that this is spiritual ascension also for you, Leos. And the only caveat with this fire energy is that don't overdo things, don't get into overdrive, don't be too impulsive, right? And also passion means that sometimes we can get reckless with our energy and our words, so just be mindful. Do it with caution. Do it with balance it out with your head and heart, right? Think also, don't just get emotional, but use logic as well. So you can balance your head and heart with this energy out here. Also, another thing is when this comes up, it means that you have a lot of energy to put into things. And sometimes it could be intimidating for other people when we're all time go, go, go. We're doing this in and out, it could intimidate people. So just be mindful to channel your energy, to take breaks, to not get into overdrive, because there is Mars energy out here with fire. There is sun energy. So sun is like happiness, illumination. You know where you're going. And Mars is about energy, the vitality, right? So of course you will feel confident. You'll know you're very decisive, but at the same time, it could burn you and the people around you out. So be mindful of that. Now, the next card you have is the Four of Fire, which is the Four of Wands, and it's, of course, your energy, Leo. It also says Elder. So, Four of Fire is about stability, creating foundations, creating magic in our lives, feeling stable in a certain area and certain aspects. But it also says elder. So elder is more about, elderberry is very good for immunity, for having strong bodies, again, strong foundations, right? So you could be dealing with a lot of herbs. Look at the picture, it's so colorful. You could be meeting concoctions. But this is more about also, honoring our ancestors, connecting with them, and some of you could be into, traditional parties and things like that. But elder is more about, looking at how your elders, your ancestors, how they, how they did things, the tradition. Passing it down to the next generation, applying that in your own life. There's something about mentorship. There's something about knowing that the past, the wisdom that has come from those ages, from your ancestors and from the prior generations are very valuable. You could be learning more about it. The traditional knowledge. You could be, yeah, it's like for some of you, this is also tapping into the herbs. You could be using a lot of herbs in your, day-to-day routines, teas, in food. But for the most part, I feel that this is about creativity, yeah? Fire energy, Four of Wands, is like feeling stable at a point in your life where you created a solid groundwork or foundation, where, a stable, like fortress, right? When you start creating a house, you create the walls first, and that itself gives you a level of security. So it's that kind of an energy out here. But I also feel that some of you could be practicing, something around the moon cycles or something around your ancient tradition. Now, next you have is the World card. This is major arcana. So number 21, 2, 3 are prominent numbers here. It has the Pachamama, right? The Pachamama. Now look at the picture, colorful. There is a butterfly. So transformation, learning the lessons. This could also be about protection. You see the stones over there, they are on all four sides. So it reminds me of a walled, fortress. This could also be, look at the beautiful flowers out here, completing cycles, learning things. This is about, starting something new. You've learned a lot, you have come along where you have transmuted energies. You've been through, growth cycles. As a butterfly, the growth is not easy. So you have put in a lot of energy. You've been through it. But there is also a lot of earth energy which is coming through this. Look at the plants, the flowers, the stones, everything related to earth, right? So a lot of grounding energy, abundance. Some of you could be into decorating, look at this flower. Some of you could be doing some flower work or things like that. But this is more about, feeling confident, strong, grounded, and even a lot of beauty around you. This could be creating some jewelry or, decorating things or making something which is very colorful and beautiful. I also feel that you could be, having some classes or sharing your creative work with the people outside, with the community or with the world online. This is also some kind of, workout is about learning lessons and also being the teacher. So some of you could be teaching some creative arts or just, teaching something which is related to creative arts. This could also be, for some of you, I'm also attending some kind of fairs, like, farmers market or fairs, something like that. Or you could be even into landscaping or growing some flowers. This looks like a mandala to me. The picture in the card, it looks like kind of a mandala. So I feel that mandalas are, very significant in our life journeys. You could play an important role where you are in your community. Or you could be living in a place where there is a lot of poppies. There's red poppy in the picture. There's California poppy. There's dandelions. There is a lot of, what is that? Red clover is there. And then there is this yarrow is over here. There's lots of herbal plants. You could be using some of those. But I feel that Leos, you have accomplished a lot, See the elements which are in the picture. There's a feather out there. There is shell out here. There is a yellow candle. There's stones, there's abundance. There is a lot of, you really put in the work. You've come a long way, I feel. You've achieved a lot, accomplished a lot. This is like a garden that is beautiful. That's colorful, that's thriving. So I do feel that. Now, I do feel that, with completing cycles, you could be starting new journeys as well. I do feel that, I feel that you're just into crafts. This is very crafty, beautiful, colorful. You could be doing something with color, painting and things like that and sharing it with the world. But I feel this is more like such an abundant, there is everything out here in the world gone. So very grounded, very prosperous, very flourishing energy out here for you, Leos. And the last card you have for today it says no goal. Sometimes our goals can keep us from being in the moment. Goals can overshadow the experience we're having while we pursue our wants. Sometimes to be successful, we just have to focus on what needs to be done rather than focusing on the end game. When we focus on the process, we give more effort to what we are doing. This can be the leverage you need to reach your goal. So just living in the moment, not living in your head. Don't have too many plans. Of course, we need to plan a little, but don't be lost in your thoughts and goals and plans and how to achieve it. Just live in the moment. Do everything with, mindfully, enjoy and have fun with everything that you do during the day. Okay, so great energy over here. So Leo, those were your messages. Hope they were insightful and helpful to you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the messages, please hit the like button and subscribe along with the bell so that you get notified every time the video is published. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one. Take care of you all. Bye for now.